just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better, 'cause a love like this.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back for another day in the life video. Today's video is going to be day in the life of and a reflection. If you've been watching weekly, then you know that every week I've been getting on here through this whole stay-at-home quarantine time and kind of giving you guys, not kind of, definitely giving you guys my real authentic emotions and feelings. And so that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be a day in the life, and then I'm going to share with you how week 7, I can't believe it's almost been 2 full months of this whole stay-at-home quarantine thing has gone. So as you guys saw, we already had breakfast. I made a really good, it was the first time I tried that recipe. It was a baked oatmeal recipe. If I remember, I'll link it for you guys. It was really healthy. The only sugar in it was a little bit of maple syrup, but it was like very minimal for the amount. So that was good. And then as you saw, I stripped the bed. I am washing sheets, and as you can see behind me, Jake and I are going to be doing a little DIY home project today. We are not Chip and Joanna by any means, so this is definitely something that is a little outside of both of our comfort zones and skill sets, and I'll show you guys more of that as we get into the video. What else did I want to say as I opened it? So last week you guys saw we went out for an adventure. That was actually last Saturday, and it was a really fun day. Today is again Saturday, and we are gonna pretty much stay home today. It's the temperatures where we are have gotten really high, so it's getting really hot to even like go hiking. You have to go out really early. So anyways, we decided we would just take advantage of being home today, since we kind of went out last weekend, and we might go out tomorrow, but we're gonna stay home today. And we're gonna do this project that we've been wanting to do and never had the time to do it. And I'm gonna wash linens for all the beds. And then tonight, our neighborhood is having like a social distance, stay on your driveway type thing. So we're going to participate with that. So that's kind of like the reward at the end of the day. And the kids are just basically going to occupy themselves today. I'm assuming there'll be kids going in and out all day, outside, inside, you know, playing outside when they get hot, coming inside, maybe playing in their bedrooms with their toys. Like when I told them this morning actually that we were gonna be pretty occupied with our project today, so they needed to find things to do today. And so we'll see how that goes. Sometimes it goes well and sometimes it does not go well. So we'll see how that all pans out. So yeah, that's what we've got going on today. Also, my hair is what we're gonna be doing today. That's what we've got going on for the end of week 7 of the quarantine. We're also, judging by my attire, going to squeeze in a workout today. So we're gonna work out, we're gonna do a home project Saturday, and then I will give you guys how I've been feeling this week at the end of this video, probably, or more towards the middle. But I will tell you, it was probably the worst week I've had. Totally, probably, definitely, maybe even worse than the very first week. And even before I get into how I'm feeling, I just want to quickly say this. Ever since I started my YouTube channel, I have always prided myself on being honest and authentic with you guys. When you click on my videos, you're coming to my channel, so you are going to get my thoughts and opinions. Now, that's okay if you don't agree with me, but I've never understood why people get mad that you share your opinion when your opinion might differ from theirs. I watch YouTube sometimes, and there have been things that I have seen that I don't agree with. Let's just use an easy example. I'm a personal trainer, so when I see people working out with bad form, my eye notices that immediately. But I have never left anyone a comment telling them, you're not doing that right, and da-da-da-da-da, because I just don't feel that's my place. If I click on a video about homeschooling and I don't agree with whatever they're talking about, I don't leave them a comment, I just don't finish watching the video. So I've never understood why people come to my channel to engage in an argument with me when they'll say they're not trying to start an argument, but it is. To tell me that they don't agree with what I'm saying. It's like, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then just don't watch, because you telling me that you don't agree with me doesn't change that that's the way that I feel. And I will not let, and I feel very passionate about this, I will not let the fear of people not agreeing with me silence me. I won't. I will share my real heart, what I truly believe, whether it's the popular opinion or the not popular opinion. I feel that that is the only way to stay authentic to who you are when you share on social media for your job. I will not allow other people in fear of you know, it's never my intention to make people upset, but naturally when you share where you stand on things, you're going to make people upset that don't agree with where you stand. That's not the intention. The intention for me on here is to just share how I'm feeling, like really share how I'm feeling, not hold it back. Of course, there's things that I just don't talk about on here because, you know, you have to have some type of privacy to your life, but I want to be able to share on here, and I want to be able to say what I really feel. And I will not become someone that is so worried about losing followers and losing likes and losing comments that I don't share what I really feel and what I really think about things. I think now is the time in our society where we need to have a stronger standpoint and stance on things, and we need to stand up for what we believe in. And I say that for all things, but I just never understand why, if people don't agree with something someone is sharing on the internet, especially when they're sharing their feelings. It's not like I'm giving you guys a tutorial and telling you how to do something and someone comes along and says, oh, if you happen to add baking powder to that, it's gonna make it explode, or something like something helpful. Like, by all means, give me some helpful advice. But when people reply just to tell you that they disagree with you, and it's about your feelings, it's like, I just don't understand that, because even if you disagree with me, my feelings aren't gonna change. That's the way I feel. So I just don't understand that part of it. But I just wanted to quickly say that, like, you don't have to agree with me, and that's fine. And if you don't like me and you don't agree with what I share, then you don't have to watch my channel, and I'm totally okay with that. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not like, well, then you don't have to watch my channel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you don't like me and you don't agree with what I say, then don't watch. But here is where I share my feelings, and my feelings might be different than yours, and that's totally fine. If you had a YouTube channel and you were sharing your feelings, you would never find me in the comments telling you that your feelings are wrong. So I just wanted to put that out there. So now we're gonna jump into the video of getting started with our project. Here in our master bedroom, we have this wall here. That's like the entrance to our room over there. And it goes all the way over here. And this is where the dresser usually is. And then sometimes I film my videos right in that little space. So for the longest time, I've wanted to do like shiplap, faux shiplap, of course, because this is a newly constructed house. So there's no like real wood under this wall here, or some type of wallpaper or something like that. And I saw at my friend's house, she has it's basically brick paneling, and then she whitewashed it. And it looks really, really good, and I've seen it there for a really long time, and I've always wanted to do it, and I thought that this would be the perfect wall to do it. Like I mentioned, Jake and I are not super DIYers, so you know, the thought of doing like a big project, we were like, I don't know. We need a lot of tools. I don't know about that. But finally my other friend did it in her laundry room, and I was like, okay, that gave me the courage to go for it, because I know that she said that they're not super great at DIY stuff either. So basically what we have to do is we have 4 panels of brick paneling. We got them at Lowe's, and I'll show you guys what they look like. And we have to nail gun them into the studs, which we've already marked. And then the panels are only 8 feet tall, and we have 9-foot ceilings from the baseboard. So we have to cut like little pieces to go at the bottom and try to line them up. And then we're going to have to caulk all of the cracks in between the boards. And then we are going to paint it white and whitewash it. So that means like go over it with water to kind of smear it to give it an authentic look. So this is definitely not going to be done all today, but we do want to get the paneling up. So we've borrowed tools from my father-in-law and my friend. And then we already have had the panels in our garage for a while from Lowe's. So that's where we got them. I think I already said that. So Jake already went through and marked off on the wall like where the paneling is gonna begin. And we're gonna have to like cut out these outlets and stuff for the TV that will go back on the dresser. And so we're gonna see. I think we're gonna be fine. I think it's one of those things, once you cut your first one, the next will be easy. But that's what we're gonna get started with now. Always measure twice and cut once. Do you need to write it down?
I am writing it down on my phone.
Oh. Do you feel like chipped gains?
Shorter hair.
Tell the people, in case they want to follow our tutorial, what exactly you're doing here right now.
I don't know what I'm doing in words. Measuring the distance from the wall to the outlet to cut the hole of the outlet on the pallet.
Sheet. Okay, that's confusing. So we're starting in the corner, and so the panels are how wide? 4 feet, right?
Yeah.
So the stud where we want it to line up is not 4 feet. So we have to cut the first board already shorter than 4 feet so that the seams land on the studs. So down here we have an outlet. So right now he's measuring the distance from the corner of the wall to the outlet, and then the space that we're gonna need for the outlet. But when we get started, we've heard from our friends that it doesn't have to be perfectly exact because the plate goes over the cut. So if it's a little off, it's okay. I mean, obviously you don't want it to be gigantic, but that's step one. And Dorothy's here to supervise the project. Aren't you, Dorothy? And lick her paws. Dorothy. Dorothy. How come you always get in my videos? Here is what the brick paneling looks like, and it comes in these giant sheets from Lowe's. And then his dad, my father-in-law, has every amazing tool under the sun. So he allowed us to use this extremely amazing drill, I've been told, with these tracks that look like Hot Wheels tracks, for it to be like a precision cut. So I don't know any of what I'm talking about right now, but I hear it's pretty great. So we're gonna get ready to cut the first board, but this is what they look like. And then we have the rest of them over here. We bought 5, even though we only needed 4, because, you know, you might make a mistake or something. And they were like $35. So not too expensive, but also not like super cheap to where you would wanna make a lot of mistakes. Safety eyewear?
Probably.
How
Look at my mask.
Do you need a do you need a helmet?
Yep.
The Craig power tools are interesting. What's this little thing for?
The bag, the air bag.
Oh, like a vacuum?
I don't know if that's a vacuum.
But what does it catch?
Nothing.
Oh, it's an airbag. Are you feeling confident?
Nope. Yeah.
Somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh.
So, as with most home projects, once you get started, you realize you need something else. So we need like a little handheld saw to be able to precisely cut the outlet areas. So Jake just ran to Lowe's to get that. And while he's there, he's also going to get the caulking to fill in the lines once it's all up. And I now am going to switch over the sheets for the laundry, and then I am going to start Angie from This Gathered Ness new book. I've had it for like 2 days and I haven't had time to get into it because when I start it, I want to be able to read a little bit. So anyway, I am gonna flip this laundry and then start her book, and I'm really excited to read it. So Landon is working on his comic for his fun. Caleb has been working on creating his own board game for quite some time. So that's what he's working on. I'm not sure what the girls are doing. Oh, they're playing American Girls. So that's what the kids are doing right now while we wait for Dad to get back from Lowe's to hopefully get the board up on the wall.
I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there.
It's about 12 o'clock now and the kids are getting hungry for lunch, so we are gonna do like a leftover day because we've got lots of stuff in here. Taquitos, spaghetti, some chicken spaghetti that I made from Magnolia Home. So we've got quite a lot of leftovers. So we're gonna have a leftover day for the kids for lunch. So I'm gonna get this stuff heated up for them and then they'll have some lunch. No leftovers for Jake and I, so I made some bacon, turkey, avocado sandwiches. And we got our first watermelon of the year yesterday at Trader Joe's, so yay for summer fruits. It's the little things like that we have to look forward to right now.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So our awesome friends just came by and traded us some ground turkey that we got for them for some Starbucks for us because, like they said, no DIY project is complete without some afternoon caffeine. And I was at Trader Joe's yesterday. They needed ground turkey, so I grabbed them some. So we did a little swap. But as you guys saw right now, we just finished getting up the second board. So we're moving along. The second one was easier than the first one, and the outlets, now that Jake got the saw that he needed from Lowe's, are looking really good. And then over here, just to show you guys, there's like these lines here that we will fill in before we paint it, but it's not even really noticeable. And I really like the look of the red for now. So I don't know, I may end up not painting it. I might paint it. I'm gonna sit with it for a few days and see what I like, but you were saying not to paint it.
Yeah, but the crack will be noticeable.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I'll copy it without painting it.
Right. Well, unless you got a dark color.
Yeah, but this is noticeably not the same brick.
So we're definitely gonna paint it. So we've got just this little space left to do, and then the bottom part, which should be fairly simple because the outlets are already all cut out. So it'll just basically be like filling in the bottom. So making progress.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
So Olivia just got a package in the mail, some new shoes from Off-Broadway shoes. I like to shop there because they always have buy one, get one half off. Her feet grew a size and a half since Christmas time. So she needed some new sandals. These ones we thought were pretty cute. And then she picked out a new pair of Vans. So she got a little happy meal today. Some shoes, so you're gonna go put those in your bin. And then we need to take this to the recycling. Okay?
Can I leave my Vans in the house?
No. But here's a time check-in for you guys. It is 3:30. I'm getting ready to make protein shakes for Jake and I. So the board that he's cutting right now has like 3 or 4 outlets on it, and so it's taking a while. So once this one is done, then it should go a lot faster. So we're making progress. The hardest part I feel like is done, so that's good news. So gonna refuel with some protein now. As you guys saw, I have a little helper in my kitchen, and we are having something super easy tonight. I am just going to kind of slice and bake these sun-dried tomato chicken sausages from Trader Joe's. This is like a street corn from Costco. It's frozen, and some frozen broccoli. And then you saw that Olivia is working on peppers. That's gonna be for something I'm making tomorrow, but she likes to help slice, so we gave her that job now. So she's practicing, and she's got a few peppers to cut. So it's the last board to cover the wall, minus the bottom pieces. We're gonna take a little time out before we do the bottom pieces to get in our workout and eat dinner. So we're gonna put the last one up, and these should be easy, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna, how many pieces will you do at the bottom? Because you technically could do 3.5.
Because they're...
Oh, because you want them to match up with the boards? Each individual board?
No,
board?
there's grout lines, but the 5th plank
Let's hold on tight.
line.
Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
Raj is going from wood shop class to gym. Gonna work out now.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
So Jake and I just finished working out, and so that was really hard, and I'm still sweating. And I came in and I started dinner. But I wanted to, the kids are playing outside, but I wanted to take this time to kind of give you guys the week 7 update on how quarantine week 7 went. And like I said at the beginning, it was like the hardest week I feel like since this whole thing started. In short summary, I just feel like my patience has run of it all. And I hesitate to share more deeply right now because I just don't want to deal with the drama, but it's like constantly a struggle between being authentic and being honest with you guys and thinking about the 20 comments that I know are going to be coming afterward when this video comes out. But like I said, it was the hardest week. Our stay-at-home order was set to expire on April 30th, and our governor extended it for 15 more days. And he gave a press conference the last time, my last video I shared with you guys how I felt about the press conference, not really having any information or giving anybody any ideas about anything, and just how I felt like it was really poorly done, and it did not make me feel good about any of it. And that's political preference, political parties aside. It was just the overall tone of the leadership was lacking. I will say, because I am honest and I am fair and I do give people credit when credit is due, that this week's was better. He did do a better job. He had more information. He provided more information. He showed a little more empathy to know if it was, you know, real or not real. You know, only he knows his heart, but either way, it was perceived a lot better. He didn't release many restrictions at all, so basically everything is staying the same until the 15th. He did make some minor modifications, but nothing that really is going to affect us in a positive way. But there will be people benefited from some of the restrictions that he is not necessarily lifting but modifying. And so overall the press conference went better. May 15th is it's like 13 days away, and he is stating that we should be moving into phase 1 with more things opening on or before May 15th. And so I feel like we're getting closer to the end of the tunnel, and that is giving me some hope for being able to go camping this summer. I'm not talking about going to like a crowded Disneyland or something like that, but I do want to be able to go camping with my kids, maybe take a road trip, a pretty far road trip, and just change the way we travel this summer, just because, counter to what people believe, I am cautious and I do care about the well-being of other people, but I also care about my freedom and my rights being violated. And so there is a happy medium for both. So yeah, the press conference went better, and it made me feel a little bit better. Now, the reason why I say it was the hardest week is because, and I'm not going to go too far into this, but what I am going to say is I have been transparent with you guys in the past and shared that I did not have the best, also not the worst, but not the best childhood. And I had some experiences as a kid that would probably be classified as, you know, traumatic. And I was able through prayer, and I feel like God revealing it to me, to identify that the reason why this situation is extra difficult for me is because there's certain similar emotions to when I was younger that are being evoked. It's the same feelings. It's a different situation, but it's the same root, and it's the same it's the same root that's causing the same emotional reaction. Now, I didn't realize it because as an adult, I have healed and I have managed different difficult things that I've experienced through the years, whether it's anxiety, panic attacks when I was a teenager, like different things like that. And I've been able to manage those things naturally and through behavior and through prayer. And so I was doing really well, but I could feel myself starting to, I don't want to use the word spiral, but for lack of a better adjective, I could feel that happening. And this week, I don't know why, but it kind of all came to a head in a situation. And after that, it was like 2 days where I was able to just kind of think about that. And then I feel like God showed me why, and he gave me the words to be able to explain to my husband why I am responding in the way that I am. And he also gave me that clarity for myself. And so the reason why I feel like it got to this point of difficulty for me was because a lot of the ways that I cope with different things, I'm not able to do. For example, I do need a certain amount of quiet time, and I really haven't been able to do that. I do need a certain amount of I don't really know how to describe it. There's just certain things that I need to keep my mental health on track that have been lacking, and I thought I was doing okay because I was trying to come up with different ways to do it, but the truth of the matter is it's just not the same, and that's okay. It's not the same right now. Working out is a huge tool that I use to manage anxiety, and working out with my kids is fun, but it's not the same as releasing and having that time to myself, where I'm able to just, lose it in my thoughts and just channel it into a healthy way. So there's other things that I do as well, but some of them I've been doing well with. Like I mentioned, I've been sleeping really good. That's a huge thing. I've been in my scriptures. That's a huge thing. But then there's other things that have not been great through this whole thing because I can't do them. And so I feel like this week I really realized that not only am I upset about what is happening, because I am upset about it, but the real root of it all is that this situation is triggering some childhood emotion for me. And so that's me being real honest and really candid with you guys. And I can't wait to read the rude comments that I'll get here. So that's as deep as I feel comfortable sharing. But I just wanted to be honest and let you guys know that this week was a pretty tough week. Part of why I wanted to kind of stay home today and just spend time with my husband and just do things around the house. I enjoy that. So we are gonna eat dinner and then we are gonna do our neighborhood thing, and I'm going to leave the camera behind for all of that. But I thank you guys for watching this day in the life. You guys have been loving the day in the life videos, and I'm so thankful for your viewership. I notice, and I hope to be able to continue making them even after the quarantine is over. Maybe you won't want to watch them then, but maybe you will. Let me know what you guys, if you would like me to continue making day in the life videos a very regular occurrence. I've always done them, but maybe once or twice a month versus every single week. It's like doing a vlog a week. So let me know what you guys think about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us on Saturday today and listening to how I've done for week 7. Let me know how you guys are holding up in week 7 of your quarantine. And I know a lot of you guys, your time staying completely at home has ended. I know everyone is using caution and proceeding carefully. And I will be doing the same thing once we're able to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one really soon. Bye guys.